Alright, so I just realized that this is right after my Fortnite stream with Havoc or Ethan. I just realized that the Stage 2 playoffs is now set. So I'm just gonna quickly bang out a pick'ems video. So just see how this turns out. So I haven't even seen the groups ahead of this, so this should be fun. Talon Nongshim, dude, that's actually a banger game. These are insane games, truly. Like all of these are pretty nice. So let me honestly, I can't even judge this without even looking at the groups. So T1 just played DFM, kind of bullied them. They're kinda having Meteor, Cypher, Izu, Buzz on double duelist. They lose to Talon convincingly to add. Wait, who was playing the buys here? Jet Boys, Cruise? Interesting. Okay, that makes sense though. It's Premi on the flex. So Premi's playing flex, it looks like. Kinda, huh. So T1 have looked okay this stage. They lose to Talon in an upset and lose to the best team of Paper X. Paper X lost, I believe, Zeta in an upset. I kind of got slumped. Yeah, yeah. This Nongshim loss to Gen G does kind of hurt my stocks for Gen G. So, alright. I think I've seen enough. RQ is the actual question mark as well I have. Okay, they kind of bullied them after getting back on. Lose to DRX, lose to GE is fascinating, but I mean, that's not that big of a deal. Dude, honestly, I'm not that mad about it, and it's an upset over Gen G. So, these I think are very well balanced teams. These are both LAN attendees this year. I think I'm not really sure. I trust the T1 duelists of Izu and Buzz just that much more. That is my only metric on picking T1 in this match, truthfully. I believe that Yoru Neon is much better than Waylay / Yoru, plus a second duelist that RQ have been leaning into a lot more. I think T1 just has the better firepower, and I think should be able to beat them. Then that gives us Talon Nongshim. This is rough. I'm going to edge Talon over Nongshim here, given Thai is on Duelist, and Premi is on a weird flex roll that looks really good for him, from what I can tell. I like what they've done with Jit Boy so far. Cruz is kind of playing whatever the team needs to fill, and Killua is playing a main initiator kind of role, kind of like Stacks in a way. I'm not really sure. He's playing like main / flash initiator. It's kind of weird. Then let's go to the lower bracket. Oh, this is I mean, dude. And then Gen G might not make champs off of that, and I think it's kind of scarily doable. But I have to have faith in Gen G, truthfully. And then I think, no disrespect to DFM, but I think Nongshim should just diff them. This is a close game. I think most people are going to look at DRX. Honestly, I'm going to go with the upset pick of Talon. I think DRX should win this. I think DRX have looked good. But I think if there's a team to cause chaos, it's Talon. I might get mistaken again. Maybe this is like the C9 of APAC. But I mess with Frost. I think this team has insane firepower, and I trust Talon to win, even in an upset over DRX. And honestly, they might lose like this. Like, I could see that. I could see this. I could see this. Like, I think any any world is possible. But I'm going to upset pick Talon. Then, I mean, truly, I mean, come on, bro. It's just too easy. From here, I think this is a good game. I slightly trust T1 more. I think this is honest. I think the community would probably look at Nongshim for this if this were to be in their brackets. I think for me personally, I'm looking at T1 just because I think they have a little bit of a buff being like less of a threat even after their Bangkok win. Like their perceived strength is a lot lower than it was coming out of Bangkok, given that they won. Like fully missing Toronto and having an okay group stage, like any team could honestly underrate them heavily, and I think that that gives them a lot of strength. So like maybe you don't prep as heavy as if it's like paper X to try to upset them or whatever. Like I might be wrong on this, but I think that T1 have a big advantage in that. Maybe not big, but like a minor advantage, and I think their shooters are shooters. They have a lot of shooters. I don't know how well DH is integrated. From what I can tell, it's fine. Like he looks decent. The team probably likes him more than Sylvan. Oh boy. But I think I like the T1 pick here. Jin G DRX. Honestly, this might be a champ spot in and of itself. And this is kind of on Jin G. Like, their upset loss to RQ is really rough. And they aren't, like, high enough champ point wise. So, like, there's a chance this Jin G team gets screwed out of champs. Like, we could see Paper X, T1, DRX, and RQ, possibly. Like, Jin G really have to hope that RQ fail heavily in this playoffs bracket. And I think it's possible. But also, like, this RQ team could flourish through. So it's rough. It really is. It might honestly come down to who gets farther out of these two teams. I'm not sure if that is or isn't the case. I might look at the champs point after. I I can't really bet against Genji right now. I think this team is too hot coming out of Toronto. Like they looked so good in Toronto. Ash really looks good. I mean, Lakia is probably a coach right now for this team. So they have everyone except Meteor, who's on T1. Like, this Gen G team looks good. Foxy9 looks decent. Not Lakia, Ash looks really good. I'm pretty sure he's maintained his form since Toronto, if not gotten better. Texture in Toronto looked like one of the best duelists, if not the best duelist in Toronto. I mean, Kayak probably looked better, but I mean, you can't count Texture out of that argument for sure. Karen is insane. Mako's also good. I think they kind of even out. But I mean, Foxy9's been playing pretty well. Flashback, I think they about even out. And then you just look at Hyunmin versus Texture. Like, I really like Hyunmin, but I think that Texture is just better. And then Munchkin versus, I think, Estrella as Flex IGLs, something along the lines of that. Like, I think Munchkin has been too good for too long since Gen G started. Not like this version of Gen G, rather. I think they should win. This is a good game. Truly, I think Gen G will win off of the basis of being the better team. But there's honestly a good chance that T1 could get a better map pool for themselves. Or just honestly just be the better brawling team. Like just win more ones. I'm like it just feels so hard to bet against the Gen G team. But it's so hard to think that they're going to finish top 2 out of this. Like, they have to lose at some point. Like, I think that's rough, truly. But I mean, I can't bet against them against Talon. Like, I really like Talon as a team, but they're just not. They don't have the caliber to beat Gen G. Maybe in this part of the bracket they do. But these two teams head to head, I'm taking Genji. Like, I don't think I have to put much explanation into that. And then, like, realistically, like, as Paper X, you just can't lose this. You just can't. Like, it's impossible. Genji will have gone through literally every team in the bracket except for two. Like, it's almost impossible for Paper X to lose this. Like, you have full anti of Genji. Like, maybe if it's Talon, it's different. But if it's Genji, like, I think it's too easy for them. Alright, nah. But seriously, though, let's check the champ points. Because champs might get interesting. Yo, Genji actually kind of got bailed out. But they might lose to T1. Dude, this is... They kind of have to pray that Paper X to top 2. They really do, honestly. Like, then they have to be better than these two teams by 1 point. And DRX have too easy of a path for that to be the case. Like, it's actually kind of cooked for them. As you also get bonus points for just top 4, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think these are the only points. Like, I think if Genji you get a win here, that's +1 champs point. But if you get top 4, like, dude, DRX basically guaranteed champs. This is a rough bracket for sure, truly. And I mean, there's a world where EDG don't go as well. This would be a really weird champs. This could be a really weird champs. But, alright, let's go back to the bracket and then lock them in. Yeah, this is my final bracket. I don't think this will happen. I think there's probably some decent bias towards Genji and Talon. Maybe even T1, honestly. But truly, I think anything can happen in Pacific. I think DFM could honestly upset a team. RQ are truly a pretty good team in the state right now. They have potential to just destroy a team that's not ready. Possibly Genji, possibly T1. And I think Genji are in a really bad spot right now. For being a team that won a trophy, made a grand final, was on pace to be the best team of any year ever in Valorant, they definitely are in a awkward spot for sure. But I don't know. I think this champs could be really fun. But it could also just be like a really like underwhelming event. If you know like you're missing some really strong powerhouse teams that you feel like should be here that can lift a trophy. Like it would be very disappointing in my opinion to have teams like that. Especially when I feel like it's only Genji and Paper X in Pacific right now. Like I don't like I maybe T1, but I don't think they have it really. Like I think they're in too awkward of a spot as a team. Yeah, I'm gonna close this video before I start yapping. Join the Discord. It should be linked in the description. Like I said at the start of the video, this is right after my stream on both YouTube here and Twitch, which should also be in the description. And follow me on Twitter as well. I randomly post stuff whenever I feel like it. I just have like one of those Twitter phases where I post a lot, then just don't touch Twitter for like a couple months. But you know, I'm gonna end it here. I appreciate everyone for watching. Like, subscribe, share. Yeah, that's about it. Peace out, guys. See you another day.